How the fuck do you keep getting stronger? Why do you think you have why do you think you continue to do it while there's a lot of people who have capped out?
Man, that's another multi-layered question, I feel like, or a multi-layered answer. Like for me, I look at like I said, going back to like how I kind of look at like what I do, I look at myself as an athlete, right? So it's just like when you look at these top level athletes, they're always adding to their game, always figuring out different ways how they can get the edge. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, all right, like I did this, but my like if I stay at this weight and like keep lifting the same shit, my competition is going to catch up eventually. So it's just I need to figure out different ways to push myself to kind of hit bigger numbers. Right. So that's just kind of the way I look at it. Like I get motivated off of people like talking shit or just like doubting me or whatever. Like it'd be one person, but it'd be one person like in the corner of the room saying some shit, but I'm gonna like focus on the individual and try to prove them wrong.
When do you think you're going to hit your cap of strength? Like
I feel like when I lose interest, like I don't think there's a cap.
And I do agree with you because my mindset, even with I just keep saying the deadlift because it's the only like good lift I have, but like the deadlift, I really like doing it, but my mindset of like how strong can I get at this lift? You truly have that like athlete mindset where I've never had that with the gym. I'm like, I like lifting, I like getting strong, I like doing that, but you're not of like what is the competitive advantage I can do on this specific thing to continue to take me to the next level.
Yeah. No, because I've like I feel like every single year for the past couple of years I've added something to like my routine that has allowed me to kind of like push the limits. So like before, like when I was younger, I would never focus on recovery. Like I would just kind of like balls to the wall, just kind of train, do whatever I wanted. Now I have like I've been slowly formulating a team. Like now I have like a nutritionist that I pay attention to. I also have a person that does body work if I need it. And then I'm a lot more in tune with Joey when it comes to like what we're programming, kind of understanding what he wants from me.
Joey's your coach.
Yeah, right? Joey Flex. And then just like what I'm doing when I get back to home, like instead of just like laying on the couch, like I'm doing like more like just something simple as like a quote unquote Epsom bath. That might be like, that might be placebo, but it's just like an effort, like an actual intention to make sure that I'm recovering.
So your focus of getting stronger does not stop when you're outside the walls of the gym? No,
not at all. Like I'm like, so let's say if I want to make sure I'm more primed to hit big lifts for the following week, I would lower my daily activity the prior week. So I'm like, okay, I need to get off my feet. I need to sleep more. I need to be cognizant of what I'm doing inside the warehouse. I don't want to be picking up boxes or staying too long in the heat or anything like that. So being a lot more intentional what I'm doing.
It's just a different mindset.
Yeah.
Do you think, so your best total, we'll call it right around 2,000 pounds, give or take, right? A little bit more?
Are you talking about like total?
Just gym lifts altogether.
Yeah.
What do you think the most is you're going to be able to lift? Like on the deadlift, you said, I think I'm going to hit the 800. Like, what's the heaviest on those three lifts do you think you'll ever hit? Like, because there's got to be a point where like, dude, now you're getting up there. But like, do you think you can squat 1,000 pounds?
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
You didn't even say no?
But I'm not, so like, I used to look at 700 pounds. Like,
no, I agree. I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it's even like with business, bro. Like, I'm sure like with Sour Strips or Everforth, like you used to look at like maybe like a launch day number. You're like, man, shit, I don't know about that. But
that's a little different. That's a little different, man.
No, I mean, is it though? You know what I'm saying? If you allow your mind to think that, then yeah. But I feel like, you know, I just remember when I used to look at certain weights, I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know how I'd ever hit that. And then I hit it. Now it's routine. So then I'm looking at it this way. I'm like, fuck, man.
But there's still a point. Do you think at some point you can bench 500 pounds?
Yes.
Do you think you can squat 1,000 pounds?
I don't know. I might be doing it when I'm 40, but I don't know. Because it's just like, to me, the way I approach it is like, am I interested in doing that? Like, am I going to have the consistency in order to do that? Like, am I not going to be lifting long enough to do that? So.
And do you think you can hit a 1,000-pound deadlift?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Why do you think like you versus, so there's this Jamal, who's one of the best, if not the best deadlifter in the world, right? Yeah. He's like, he can deadlift 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think his deadlift is so much higher than yours?
He's bigger.
Does it get to you? Do you guys like play with each other about how he's like?
Yeah, he's on the. He's
cool.
like,
that's cool. You won nationals, but can you fucking deadlift? I remember when I could only deadlift 727.
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me because I feel like I've always been. I think like even in high school, I just looked at the bigger boys, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get to your point eventually, and it's gonna be awkward when I am because like I'm smaller. So
Right.
it's just like, I'm gonna get to that point eventually, but.
What is going on, guys? I am Maxx Chewning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full, magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.